calendar blocking is a cool strategy that helps you to see in a visual way the way your time is throughout the day. And if you look here at this calendar, I'm looking at Outlook right now, and you can see my live sessions are all already in the calendar because my teachers would have sent the live session links to me. So I'm able to see at the specific times throughout each day that I will be in live session. But I also noticed that there's a lot of time in here where I don't have live sessions, and a normal school day basically goes from 8 to 4. So what do I do when I'm not in live session? Well, this is where calendar blocking can really help you to be consistent and set a schedule to set you up for success in a virtual learning program. I know that I'm going to have some time to complete digital coursework. So if I'm learning about, say, algebra and algebra 2, there might be assignments that follow up that I need to complete after the live session. So I need to budget some time to complete digital assignments. I also need to make sure common sense stuff like taking breaks and having a lunch break are included. So let's take a look and see what this might look like. Let's take a look at the first part of the day. Even before class began at 8 o'clock, I noticed that I've really got some time here between 7 and 8. We recommend strongly that students have a get ready for school process throughout the day. So we want to make sure we add in some time in the beginning to essentially keep us on track for getting ready for school. So here we're going to say, wake up, eat breakfast, drink coffee. We'll just summarize it all as eat breakfast. And then we want to make sure that the time says from 7 until 7:30. And now we can also look at more options here, and we can schedule this to repeat. So right now it's set by default to not repeat. We can set this to where it repeats daily from Monday through Friday. We don't necessarily need to include Saturday and Sunday. And then you could just simply say you're going to repeat this every single day up until you can even choose an end date. Right now it's set by default several months in the future. You can make that the last day of school if you want, and then click on the save icon. For now, I'm going to change this to January the 5th, and I'm going to hit save. And then I come up here and I hit save again, and this is going to generate eat breakfast as a blocked off part of my day. Then I can come over to the next time block and I can call it get ready for school. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll come down here, I'll make it repeat daily, not on Saturday, not on Sunday, and we're going to make it end, in this case again, just for the sake of tutorial, on the 5th of January. And I'm going to hit save. Then I'm going to come up here and save the event. So now I've got eat breakfast and get ready for school that pops up and shows me consistently what I will be doing in the hour that leads up to my first class, which is world history. Now, then I've got a giant time block here, about 2 hours of time, a little more than that, where I'm not really doing class and I'm not really doing anything else. I need to schedule time to make sure that I'm being productive. And one of the things I know I need to do is study. But before I do that, this also includes what is going to be lunchtime. So it can innovate according to the bell schedule, uses lunch between 11:40 and 12:10. So I'm going to make sure I schedule that in. Now lunch is scheduled. I'm going to schedule time to complete coursework, and I'm going to start it at the end of this Algebra 2 time block. So Algebra 2 is over with at 9:45. So starting right at, let's say 10 o'clock, we're going to add in a little bit of a break there. We'll actually start, so we're actually going to add in a break here. We're going to say break. We're going to start it at 9:45, and we're going to only make this break go until 10 o'clock. We don't really need a tremendous amount of time for a break. We just want to take 15 minutes, maybe grab a snack, whatever we need to do there. And so I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to go to more options. We're going to make this go every day as well. Then I'm going to utilize this full time in between the break and my lunch break to work on digital coursework. Now from 10 until 11:40, which is right at lunchtime, I've got a designated time to work on my coursework. Now, after biology, which is over with at 2 o'clock, I've once again got basically 2 hours left of my school day. Now, this is not time to walk around and play video games and goof around and sleep and all that. You want to make sure that you're working really, really hard in between 8 to 4 pretty much, which is your school day. So I'm going to create another time block for 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock where I'm working on schoolwork. So I went ahead and scheduled work on coursework from, really I said 2:15 to 4. I threw in another little break here. So you've got 2 classes followed by a break, work on coursework followed by lunch, and then your last 2 classes, and then another break. And then we're going to work on coursework again until the end of the day. Now, one thing I do want to speak to is this is a virtual program. It Can Innovate allows for flexibility. So in my mind, 8 to 4 is the perfect amount of time to get the work done, but I also know that many of you have special circumstances or different types of activities, and some of these may be the reasons that you're doing It Can Innovate. So if you can't work, let's say after biology, you just want to have, I don't know, time for dance or time to do whatever extracurricular activity, make sure that later on in the afternoon, you space out this opportunity to work on the coursework. The bottom line is, whatever you decide to do, you need to be consistent, you need to do it every single day, and make sure that the work is getting done. And if you're doing that, we're not going to worry about when you're getting your work done. Last thing I want to show you is that all of these look the same color now. So you've got your live sessions, you've got your getting ready for school, your work on coursework. In order to organize this in a more visually appealing way, I want to make these things look like different categories based on color. So I'm going to leave the live sessions the way they are, but my work on coursework and my breaks, I want to actually use a different color in order to make these stand out. Here's how I do that. If I click on the work on coursework and I go to edit, and I do all events in the series, I'm going to click on more options, come up here to categorize. I'm going to click on categorize and I'm going to choose a different color. I'm going to make my work on coursework category orange, and I'm going to click save. I'm going to come down here and I'll do the same thing for the bottom one. Now for my breaks, I'm going to make those stand out as a different color. So I'm going to click on the event, all events in the series, and then more options. And we're going to categorize this one as purple and save. I'll do that one for the next break as well. And then I could use purple for lunch as well, but in this case, I'm going to go with red. So you can customize this any way you want. You don't have to customize the colors at all if you don't want to. But the thing is, I wanted to show you guys what calendar blocking looks like so you may use this awesome tool in order to categorize time. Now, the reason why we do this is because once you've got time scheduled on your calendar, it's kind of like an appointment. If you had an appointment with your doctor, you're not going to set the appointment and then not show up. In the same way, if you have set time to work on your digital coursework every single day, then you know that time is time you've set aside to do just that, and you're way more likely to actually do it. So part of being a virtual student is being disciplined to make sure that you're getting on and logging in, completing the work, and keeping your grades up. This is one strategy that hopefully will make this process a little bit easier for you.